coaching space? What is the secret key to do that? There's so many different ways as to how that can work, and I will give you some ideas as to what would be one thing that you can do and certain ways of how you can do that in order to capture your clients' attention and pull into you the correct clients, those amazing dream clients that we all want to have in our coaching practices. So let me know where you guys are watching from. Would love to see sort of in the comments where you're from. So tell me. And if you're watching this on a replay, hashtag replay so that I know. It would be lovely to see. So today we are talking about the magic key of how to capture the attention of your ideal clients in today's coaching space. All right, so I know you guys are posting online, you're probably regularly showing up, you're networking in different groups, you are creating interesting content, you are probably sharing other people's posts or quotes or pictures or something like that. So I'm sure that as a coach that is actively pursuing showing up and being in the market space, you are already doing something. But you're probably not getting the types of the results that you would like to have, even though you are doing those things. So you might be not creating enough interest, or maybe the interest that you're creating is not quite from the types of people that you want to attract. Like the clients, possible potential clients that are coming into your world might not be quite the people that can either afford you or that perfectly match what you're actually offering and so on. Or you might be attracting people that like what you do and comment on that a lot, but just don't buy from you for whatever different reasons are. So those are all difficult things that we can experience at times when we are attempting to pull towards us the correct clients, but we're doing it with the incorrect energy. So my name is Eugenia Oganova, and what I am is a Wealth Energetics business and marketing coach. What I work with people on is essentially how to align their energetics so that you can avoid bypass years of forcing yourself into inefficient strategies and actually be aligned within your system with what you meant to be doing. This way you end up then doing what actually works for you. You run your business this way, you feel good about the way you're interacting with your clients and so on. So it's energetical alignment as the means to fully show up for your people and for your audience of potential people, which is what we're talking about today. Like, what is the magic key of pulling in that special type of a person that is uniquely designed to work especially with what you are offering? Okay, so we all want to pull in these special clients that feel like amazing to work with. You know how it feels so good to have the person who enjoys what you're offering and fully can utilize it, right? Because as experts, as people that have a lot of skill, we as a coach can bring in a lot of things through, but it takes a certain client that can implement what we are bringing through. So if we're bringing it through for the person who's not the right type, they will only be able to implement very small amount of what we're offering or not at all. And the problem with that, of course, is that then we don't get the results that we actually could get by us having the correct client. So having the person who actually matches you specifically for what you're doing is very, very important. So now, what is it that's actually required in order to pull into you these perfectly matching you clients in today's coaching space? So obviously positioning, right? So positioning yourself as an expert, how you show up with this expertise that you know what you're talking about. That is an important component, because then people need to, recognize you as somebody who knows what she is talking about. Second is to own that expertise. One of the things I see a lot with women entrepreneurs is that we have so much talents and gifts and expertise, but when we show up, it does not always necessarily all shining through. So that is something that is also essential component of obviously pulling to you the correct clients, is that the entire potency of the charge of what you are bringing through you is actually showing up when you are talking with your audience. And that does not necessarily even have to be in words. A lot of it is in energy, which is what I will get to in a moment. And of course, consistency. I mean, everybody talks about consistency because it actually is a factor. So when we show up consistently, we create a energy resonance for the audience to recognize us. So in today's coaching space, there's so much noise, there's so much activity, and people tend to blank out. But what I've seen is that when somebody sees a lot of posts from one coach or another coach, or one person selling something, another person selling something, and then a couple of months later, you stop seeing posts from that person. Most of the time, it's actually because that coach kind of gave up. So the ones that don't give up, the ones that continuously showing up and have this marketing stamina of showing up and presenting and consistently bringing really good content, those are the people that then end up essentially getting the results, right? Because we're the last ones left standing. So consistency is always the key, in addition to the energy presentation as to what you are doing. So why is it so hard? This is the part, the positioning, we understand that, owning the expertise, but consistency, why is it hard? This is a thing I hear a lot from my clients, is that, okay, I understand this, but it's hard. So why is it hard? All right. So the solution to this internal hardship is actually an energetic alignment of certainty. You have to generate your own energy of certainty. That's the part that is the most attractive in today's coaching space. There are plenty of experts, and in the end of the day, we're all kind of saying the same thing, especially for spiritual coaches. You know, we're talking about oneness, energy, and unity, and consciousness, and connectedness, and self-love, and self-worth. So in a sense, we're speaking of it from different angles, but we are speaking about the same topics. So in order to stand out, though, your energy needs to be uniquely anchored in who you are and how you're bringing it through, and that specific charge of certainty. So that's the magic key, is to generate certainty. So as an expert in what you do, I know that you're getting already great results. You have the clients with whom you're getting those results, which means you figure out who your ideal clients are, and you love what you do. But if you don't quite attract consistently these types of people, there is a self-doubt that comes in. And this is the part where certainty resonance is super important, because as soon as we start to bring energy through of, okay, I'm going to show up, I'm going to bring this through, I'm going to help my people, and you pull in some of the people that are the correct people, but then it kind of dries out, that's actually our own energy wants to tend to go down, right? This is the karmic patterns, the issues, the past referencing that we do into self-doubt, into lower self-worth, into feeling like we frantically need to figure out what's the right answer, or else it's not going to work, or whatever. All those energies are miscreation of reality. So in order to create a consistent flow of these perfect clients that you want to work with, that you know get results from the expertise that you're offering, you need to generate your own certainty that is not in any way linked to the external mirroring of your reality. In other words, instead of waiting for the world to tell you that you should be certain that you're good, you need to know that you're good. Instead of waiting for the world to reflect to you that you're an expert, you need to own that you're an expert, even if there's no clients in the moment, because that's what they're going to bring the clients in the next moment. So that energy of certainty, kind of a solution to anxiousness and self-doubt and all these things that we tend to look for on the outside for the solution. Instead, it's the internal one. So we need to come back into who we are and anchor it within ourselves. Okay, so it's so important to master self-generated certainty resonance, because this is how you then consistently attract to you correct people that you actually want to work with, people who get results from what you're offering. And not only that, but people who actually feel like they know you, feel like they trust you, feel like they can sort of give you their attention and their trust from the beginning, instead of you having to do something to amplify it in them. So they sort of come in already wanting to work with you, already wanting to pay you, often in full, because they recognize that certainty. Certainty is very attractive. Energetically, if we're talking about the magnetic resonance and what pulls into you different energies, certainty is pretty much what does it. So when you hold that resonance of certainty in you, and especially in current market with so much uncertainty, and the times like with the COVID, with the virus, with the quarantine, with economy going up and down, all those things are very uncertain in the external world. But you can be certain about yourself. You can be certain that you will show up no matter what. You can be certain that you will deliver the most amazing experience every time for your clients. You can be certain that you will be fully there for them no matter what they are going through. So all those pieces of generating your own certainty, that's when you want to sort of put your stake in the ground. That's the part that you want to really park yourself in. And then from that place, express whatever it is that your expertise is that you're speaking to the audience. So earlier on, I mentioned the three components here, as in positioning and owning your expertise and consistency. So let's look at how they relate to the energy of certainty. So in order to position yourself as an expert, you need to internally actually choose, like decide what you want to be known for. And it sounds a little bit strange, because from the standpoint of the decision, it looks like, well, this is what I'm good at, so this is what I should be known for. But a lot of times we actually don't recognize something that is naturally our power, because that is the part we're meant to be known for. So that's, in my world, in the way I work with my clients, we call it soul expertise. That is the energy of your unique brilliance that you're bringing through this lifetime. It is a unique something that only you have. So owning that, and then from that place positioning yourself in the marketplace, that is how you generate that certainty within yourself, and you resonate it out. So then your people, the ones who meant to work with you, can recognize you, right? We already have contracts with people before we even incarnate in this lifetime. We already on a soul level have sort of put out the memo that, hey, I'm coming into this lifetime and I'm going to bring this specific gift and talent. So anybody who requires that, I'm open for helping you. I'm here to serve. We already did that. Every single person does that, if we know it or not. So when we are running a business, coaching practice, something that we are from our hearts want to share with the world, well, that means that we're actually bringing through that unique something special that we are designed to serve through. So if we own that with the energy of certainty, that then acts like a beacon that attracts to us the types of clients that we desire to work with. And consistency of maintaining that showing up with the energy of certainty, that is linked to the design of your being, like the way that you are actually created. So soul design, as in your soul contract, what you came in here, what is your mission, what is your unique gifts and talents, and the combination of how you're meant to interact with reality. All of that together is what generates that certainty. So when you are not just sharing something you have learned by taking a class or reading some article, but when you're actually sharing through your own unique way, through that unique power as what you are and what you're meant to bring through, that is where certainty needs to be anchored, because that resonance is what then becomes super attractive for the correct people who are looking to work with you. We actually all already have people who want to work with us, but they need to recognize us. And that doesn't just mean showing up consistently as in literally the material plane, posting regularly and so on, which of course is required, right? This is the aligned action. Without action, nothing happens. But the energetic component to that, that is the piece that brings through that specific type of resonance that then is recognized. Okay, so if you know that you're ready to talk to your ideal clients and to generate that certainty, and apply that onto your business, I invite you to apply to work with me. So the way that I work is a specific program, and you can see in the description of this video as to what I do. There are certain steps that I work with you through, but that process supports you in freeing you from the limitations of whatever is trapping you within the parameters of uncertainty and miscreation, so that you can instead align to your design and create a business strategy and a marketing strategy that is matching who you actually meant to be in this lifetime. And then through that, what gifts and support are you bringing for other people, and energetically generating certainty and elevating your frequency as to how you're broadcasting to your audience. So then you attract correct people into your world. So if you know that this is what you are ready for at the moment, that your business is at the position where you have clients, you're generating income, but it's hard, it's friction and pressure, and maybe clients are not quite perfect, and you know you need to upgrade what you're doing to the frequency that actually matching where you want to be. You want to move past 6 figures and go towards 7 figures in the aligned way with your soul design as the beacon, sort of, as to how to do that. I would love to help you. So please put the word certainty in the comments, and then I will message you so that we can connect and set up a conversation, and we can see if we're aligned, if what your situation is and what I offer can fit together. So it's a free conversation. I would look at your business, I would look at your situation, and guide you towards what could be the steps that you need to do to realign and readjust. And if we are a fit, I will show you how we can work together further. So put the word certainty in the comments, and then I will message you, or you can message me directly. And I definitely invite you to step forward in your internal certainty so that you truly own that unique brilliance that you have and bring that into your business. My love to you.